so here he is out of the blue corner, the #1 heavyweight contender fighting for the title here tonight. Daniel Cormier has 8 championship belts at home. Do you remember, though, the nerves for your first UFC title fight?
It's the most overwhelming thing you've ever felt in your entire life. You are sitting in the back waiting for that moment where you get an opportunity to go chase something greater than yourself. So many people have played a part in getting this man to this spot. How does he deliver? How does he not let anyone down? How does he ultimately become the champion of the world? This is a big spot for him. He is so excited to try and become the man.
While self-belief is a powerful thing, he has long thought that he is the best heavyweight in the world. Tonight, he gets a chance to prove it. Well, whether it's blonde Brunson or black Brunson, Derek Brunson has had a UFC career that a lot of people would dream about. He's been on this roster more than 10 years, and he's been a perennial contender for most of that time.
I can't imagine Derek Brunson even thought it would be this good, because at times he can be a bit clunky with the striking, and he wants to wrestle, but he has made it work for him. This guy does what he does very well, so even though the strikes may come at odd angles, it allows for him to level change and get to that beautiful double leg. He out-wrestled Yoel Romero, the Olympic silver medalist.
Yeah.
On his best night, Derek Brunson can compete with anyone in the world.
Great athlete, great wrestler out of UNC Pembroke, and by the way, had some cheerleading scholarships as well. So Derek Brunson, the total package, back on the proving ground tonight. Well, a lot of us remember when this arena was erected, and a lot of UFC history has played out here since. Etihad Arena sold out tonight in Abu Dhabi for the latest UFC pay-per-view. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the Korean Superboy, Duho Choi. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Derek "The One" Brunson.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Good.
All right, early round action here. Derek Brunson believes this matchup to be favorable, and most of the recent performances for Brunson have been really strong. He is aligned with Henry Hoof there at Sanford MMA in South Florida. For most of his career, he was reluctant to leave North Carolina, and as soon as he did, he unleashed a version 2.0 that has wreaked havoc across this middleweight division.
Beautiful block there.
So both guys landing at will here. Good action early.
Big right hand.
Massive left hand. Trying to establish that jab once again. Nice job to set up the counter there. He waited patiently, and when his opponent got a little bit over-aggressive, he greeted him with a beautiful counter. Nicely done. All right, so we have got a full-on brawl to start this fight. Any concern that these guys might burn themselves out?
Oh, they're going to exhaust themselves. So we may as well enjoy it right now, because come the third round, regardless of the weight class, they're going to look like 2 tired heavyweights in the middle of the octagon.
Straight punch. Hard shots landing on both sides here. Oh, got the kick to the head home there. strikes have landed for Derek Brunson. Unable to connect there. Yeah, he wants to draw his opponent in here, looking to set up another counter, but he wants his opponent to strike first.
Beautiful job staying at range and dictating the fight, landing punches like that.
Front kick to the body is there. Nice job by Brunson.
Jab is on point right now.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following a game plan.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Straight right, he misses.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Clipped him with the right hand there.
Over and over, he is landing punches to the head.
Going to the body now with the kick. That one is blocked, though, by Choi. Misses with the left hook. Oh, wow. How about the roundhouse kick? Lands a nice straight.
Nice land. Great punch.
All right, there it is. Another strike targeting that damaged area on the body. Is this a game plan thing, or perhaps trying to set something up high later on?
Well, I think it all works together. You get the hands to start to drop, and then when those hands drop, you go over the top with that head kick. But beating up the body sets up the attacks up top, and that is exactly what this guy is doing.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Swing and a miss with that punch by the Korean Superboy. Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
45 seconds to go here in round one.
Oh, nice kick.
Straight right hand counter. He's got good leg kicks. There it is. Oh, another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing his shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him. They're so evenly matched, and they're going to attack.
Round two is next.
All right, take a seat, bud. Beautiful. Get some water and breathe. That was an awesome round, man. You were outworking this guy everywhere, okay? Your cardio was great. I told you.
All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay, if you would.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. All right, next round is underway. Outstanding counter-striking in the previous round and really methodical with all of his movement there on the feet.
It almost feels like he's baiting him. It's like he's saying, come on, try to enter and see what happens to you. It feels exactly like that, and watch. The moment opponent decides to attack, he's gonna counter.
Well, I'm not sure if it's the fatigue, fear, if that's a factor at all, but his submission skills are so good, but he can't execute them if he can't get the fight to the ground.
Got to get the fight to the floor. You cannot stand there and strike with a striker, especially when you're this good in the submission.
Looks like someone took a red Sharpie to his side. A lot of bruising courtesy of those body strikes.
Oh, big kicks, big punches. He's doing everything he told us he intended to do to slow this guy down. And you can see his opponent starting to really be labored in most of his movements.
Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
He's not allowing his opponent to get any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks.
Oh, roundhouse kick. Now goes to the uppercut. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Brunson's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. Well, you saw us referencing the tail to tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike. And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out. Oh, that's a big weapon for him, but the overhand right not there that time. Choi's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
That was a big check. Gets to the single collar tie.
Nice uppercut. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. All right, mixing up the leg kicks nicely, and that thigh starting to show some visible signs of bruising now.
You know, you can't even worry about what that high leg kick does now. You have to worry about the dividends that it will pay as we go forward in this fight.
Well, eventually you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end this fight.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
So that cut continues to get more severe with every passing moment of the fight.
Every moment. You know, when you get cut in a fight, you expect for it to worsen because you're not going to not get hit anymore. Right now, he's got to do something to try to limit the damage. Otherwise, it's going to get real bad.
Left punch is clean, followed by a right. All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Well, we see this a lot, DC, but this instance, it's particularly surprising to see a wrestler on his level not attempt to change the level.
I don't understand it. You know, when you have that weapon, when you have that ability to take people to the ground, you have to use it. Even if it's to set up your striking, I don't understand why he is not trying to change his level, get to the hips, and get takedowns.
Choi's blocking well now. Nice job to protect that already damaged nose as he raises the guard. Well, the fighter's going to have to address this offense coming his way. He's getting really bloody around that eye.
Yeah, now it's just become a big target because his opponent is just seeing the blood and he's just going after it. He has got to move his head before the strike starts coming in his direction.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Punch got blocked there. The right hand just misses. Well, I can't even relate to the mental and physical toughness we are seeing from these two individuals. Both fighters damaged and compromised, and yet leaning on the heart here late in the fight.
Yeah, they're both leaning on the heart. They're both trying to really show that they belong. They're both trying to show that they're the better fighter. They have been matched at every single step. They're both bloody, battered, bruised, but neither one of them is willing to take a step back. These guys want to win.
Oh, he lands another debilitating strike to the body, and he continues to punish his opponent's midsection. Had a lot of success with it in the previous round and picking up exactly where he left off. Big power shot there. We passed the midpoint here in the fight. Choi gets hit and flush with that overhand.
Fighters committed to the head kicks. That one landed.
Brunson's cut, not getting blood in his eyes, so that's a good thing, but man, that is a nasty cut on the cheek. Certainly going to require stitches after the fact, and hopefully the cut man can stop the blood if we get to a next round. All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents anything. It looked like it did stun him a little bit. Back to his feet. Oh, big left.
And that's the danger in the engagement there. Look at right hand right there.
They continue to exchange. Brunson's cut on his cheek is nasty. Thank God these guys are tough, because that thing will not stop bleeding at this point in time. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him, he hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off, and now he's past trying to find that shot again.
And just misses with that big right hand. Trying to go to the body now with the kick. That one misses. Choi's eye is starting to swell shut.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Oh, he's staying busy here, connecting with a barrage of punches. Front kick to the body.
Oh, yeah.
Choi's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point.
Leg gets to the target, nasty high kick lands.
Nice inside leg kicks there by Brunson. Just out of range with the big right hand. final seconds of round 3. Brunson's an absolutely bloody mess right now. Cut man knows he's got his work cut out for him between rounds. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. Well, what a war of attrition this fight has been. Both fighters dealing with cuts, critical damage in the facial area. Something's got to give at some point.
Yeah, these are the types of fights that we love. These guys are leaking everywhere. They're both trying to finish this fight. They're very evenly matched, and you can see it in the competition, but you can also see it in the damage that they're both showing.
Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool.
Oh, this could do it. Oh, he's hurt. Mixed martial arts, folks. This is absolutely crazy. Both fighters dealing with critical damage and cuts. There's blood everywhere.
Fans, stand up and give applause to these 2 men who are laying it all out on the line in the octagon tonight. Both dealing with cuts, both critical, but both unwilling to take a step back for your entertainment.
Choi's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut is not getting any better.
Nice block.
And now leather being thrown on both sides.
He hurt him again. Oh, uppercut. Oh, man.
It's getting really hard to watch him absorb shots on that eye. I wonder if the referee's thinking about calling in the doctor now.
Well, John, the entirety of the fight, that has been the target of his opponent. He has not adjusted defensively, and now he's paying for it. Now, somebody's going to have to save him.
Brunson gets hit by that leg kick.
He does that.
Oh, he's in trouble. Vision is compromised, there's no doubt. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Counter left.
Oh, inside kick.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Well, the crowd continues to react with every passing land, but if you're the referee or even the corner, somebody's got to get involved, I would think.
Somebody's got to do something. It's getting very uncomfortable to watch this, and as the crowd gets excited, there's also a little bit of that, I don't want to see any more going on in their reactions.
And he counters with a left hand. All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on.
Hurt him again.
2 minutes to go. Nice placement there on the left hook counter.
He's going to get himself knocked out. You got to take a moment. He's going to get knocked out if he doesn't take a break.
Michael engaged in a single collar tie. Well, he continues to offer up the kick here, but just misses with that one. Choi's nose is absolutely mangled at this stage of the fight. I'm no doctor, but I feel pretty convicted. Man. Oh, he gets back up. The question is for how long?
It's a right hand.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Big right hand there. Throwing haymakers out of the exchange.
Oh, nice overhand right. What a fight!
just misses there with the left. Under a minute to go in the round.
Nice uppercut. Another big shot to the head.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Choi's an absolute mess right now. This fight.
Now he's back up.
Oh! That'll do it!
Holy smokes!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Ready for the official decision. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 29 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Derek the One Brunson!
All right, so we hear and still tonight, our UFC heavyweight champion came in with a lot of pressure, a lot of hype, and he successfully defends the title here tonight.
With all that pressure, he never changes his approach. He always does exactly what he says he's